Hey everybody, I had mentioned that I found an amazing life hack that I wish I knew about before. I don't know if these are like new features, but I wanted to hop on here and do the video that I said I would about book uploading to Instagram, which is saving me like hours and hours and hours. So I've only done this a couple of times so far, but I just am going to walk through what I'm doing. So bear with me um, as I try to remember how I did this. Let me go ahead and share. So the very first thing is that I am using ChatGPT to help me do this. So you can see I have all these different kind of subjects that ChatGPT is sort of helping me with. So I'll say the caveat with ChatGPT is it is like annoying and not helpful like 50% of the time, but the things that it is very helpful with are saving me hours and hours. So I had watched a marketing video of somebody selling their AI tool. So I actually screenshotted in all the things this AI, this named AI tool was supposed to do into ChatGPT, and it basically said it already knows more about me and my business and my tone and everything about me and what I'm trying to do than this generic AI tool would be. So I decided not to buy it, and I basically went in here and I was like, okay, if that's true, ask me every question you need to ask me to be able to help me do the same thing. And I've already been for like a couple of months, like putting in drafts of things and asking it like to make it better in a specific tone or, basically trying to craft this thing to sound more like me. So that I have to do minimal editing. And there are a lot of times, I'm not going to lie, that I'll say, no, that's totally wrong. It needs to be more like this. And it'll kind of self-correct. So it's not like without its own sort of annoyances, if that makes sense. So here's an example. I was just having it help me prep for this bulk uploading thing. So I had some conversations with it before about just some verbiage to put over some videos for Instagram. So these were all the topics we talked about and we narrowed down. So there was a lot of conversation before, but basically what I said with all these are like, okay, they're good. Many of these would be stronger and more direct as questions. So I'm like, okay, I like them, but they could be better. Here's how I want you to fix it. So here it is fixing them. So it went through. Now here is typical AI. It changed every single one of them into a question, and then I'll have to go back and be like, okay, we don't want them all to be questions. So when you ask it to do things, if it's like a 2 or 3 step thing, it will typically only do one of the three things you asked it to do at a time. So like these are great, but now they're all questions, and I don't want them all to be questions. So I'm gonna have to again um, have it fix this. But for the purposes of just showing you how this works, um, I'm gonna tell it to go ahead and make the file for these I can bulk upload like before. So it's going to actually make me a file. The first time it did this, it gave me lots of cells, which is kind of helpful for the next part, but I've even gone back and told it um, how to put the information in the cells. And the crazy thing is like that would take me hours to do, and it can do it in like 12 seconds. It's ridiculous. Because I was noticing even as I was bulk uploading, I was spending a ton of time just copying and pasting. So this way that will even be faster. It should be this time. So hopefully it's going to just spit out what I'm looking for here. And then we're going to actually go, I don't think I have it up right now. Let me see. All right. So I'm in Meta and I've always used a planning app that I pay for. Sorry, guys, that's my work phone. Spam. I've always used a paid like Planoly, and I'm actually now that I've actually looked at this and seen how much Facebook can do now, I'm gonna just stop paying and move everything for both businesses over here. So if I go to Planner, sorry about the phone, guys. You can see here's some I did before. There was something glitchy happening and it was super annoying. I actually had spent hours on the internet trying to figure out how to fix this. So just know that you have to get this thing all synced up with your accounts properly. And while I thought they were, the internet was not helpful. I watched a ton of YouTube videos. Ultimately, ChatGPT finally helped me. I was like screenshotting every single thing I was getting. So the first batch you can see only posted to Facebook, and there's literally no way for me to fix that without deleting them and redoing all of them. So I just said, okay, we're just going to let it be. Those only went to Facebook. But just a troubleshooting tip, all my accounts were linked, but the problem was I did not have an ad account and it all had to be linked on the back end of that. So I actually had to create an ad account, whether I was going to make ads or not, and then in the back end, go in there and tell it to like hook up Instagram and Facebook there in like whole new place. anyways, ChatGPT ultimately helped me figure out the step by step to figure that out. So hopefully this time, this new batch, I will have the option to post to Instagram and Facebook. So that was annoying, but a thing that hopefully you only have to do once. So let's go back. Here it is. It looks like, so here's the thing where I told it to put the body text and the call to action in the same cell this time. It had it separate before, which meant I had to go back and forth and copy and paste twice, which seems like it's not that much work, but it was actually taking a ton of time. So I'm going to download that file. And then here's where I've got to remember. And you know what? Let's just say I totally don't remember. Um, Reminds me how to upload these in bulk using Canva and Meta Planner like last time. So it's actually going to spit out all the directions, and it's super verbose, way more information than you need, but it's still helpful. I keep telling it to stop giving me too much information, and it kind of listens. I am going to preface and say that I am paying for ChatGPT. It's like $20 a month, and I'm paying for Canva too, and I can't even remember what that is, but like it's saving me so much time. It's like way cheaper than a VA would be to have both of those, so I just did it. Plus I have two businesses, so like I'm going to do all of this for my jewelry design business too. And it's going to save me tons and tons of time. So I think both of those are totally worth it. Okay, so let me go back up here. Okay, Canva. So okay, we've got to start with the reel, or you could do this, I believe, for like post carousels. I was doing it with reels, but you could start with any one of those that you want. So you do want to start with it already as the correct format. So if you go to just Canva Home and say like reel, Instagram reel, sorry, I can't type today, templates, it's gonna just go ahead and pop one up for you. It should already be, well, of course it didn't when I wanted it to. Oh, this is mine, sorry. Here, Instagram reel. It should already be formatted, and it should already be a video format. So like here it is. Brand new one. All right. Let's see. Bulk create. So we're gonna go to apps and find bulk create. And you can see this is the one I already did from before. I have my logo. I put text right here, however I wanted it to look, and just put the hook goes here because that's what I have ChatGPT creating as a hook for me. Um, I did have some other like verbiage, like it can actually put like multiple series of text, but it was confusing. So I was kind of having to move it around with every different video background. So this time I decided to just go simpler. And this is what I've noticed I see all over Instagram. It's like people are totally doing this, which explains how they have so much content. So all this is like a video dropped in the background. This was just a generic one that's um, available in Canva. So that's not actually one of my videos. Okay, so we're going to go to apps, bulk create, and then we're going to upload the CSV that the AI just generated for us. All right, this is a new one. So we're going to apps, type in bulk create. Guys, I wish I had found this like a million years ago. So this is the one that I just started fresh just a second ago. I just threw in some text here. I connected it like that. You can do it that way too if the dragging over isn't working. I popped in just a video from our backyard. I'll show you this really quick too, just in case nobody's used to Canva. That's showing you the video in the background. So you could stop it at any point and like cut it and do different things in the video. Okay, so we're gonna hit continue. Here they are again. It just did it for me a second ago, so hopefully it's gonna work this time. Yes, okay. It makes a new design somewhere else. So you're like, oh my God, where is it? I don't see it. It's right here. Go to view design. This is the crazy part. Look at this. Every single one of them is made for you. Isn't that nuts? Okay, so I could just leave it as is. I probably don't want this video in the background of every single one. So maybe I'll leave it in the first one. And then I'm gonna go to, I already have some uploads in here that are my own videos. So like I can go to videos, like here's one of me talking, drop it in the back. I can go to their videos somehow. It's usually right here. For some reason, a bunch of the videos I just uploaded aren't showing. Here we go, videos. There's probably not going to be much from Canva that I want in the background, but like maybe there's something that you could just pull from. If you have the paid account, you've got kind of this like digest here. But basically what you would do is just go to your uploads, upload a whole bunch of videos of you doing whatever in the background. I feel like half the time the videos don't even that I see on Instagram don't even match what's happening or what's being talked about. Um, but you're just gonna upload like these are still shots, but if they were videos, whatever you want, and then you just basically like drag and drop. You hold it just right, it'll just put it there. So you literally could just let that be it, move on to the next one. Like, here's my cute kid when he was younger. Like, there you go. And you just go all the way down the line, right? So to download them, I don't know if I'm having internet issues here, but like sometimes I'm able to actually, if we click download, it's going to be MP4 video, leave it there. Sometimes I can actually download all of these. So like I would go all the way through 59 of them, drop the videos in, and then I could download all of them and they're all going to come in. If you check this box, they're all going to come down as separate videos. For some reason, my computer doesn't always want to let me do that. It might be just my slow internet at my jewelry studio. I'm not sure what that's all about. So I was having to do like batches of 5 at a time the other day, and that was kind of annoying. But like, also, I just saved like 10 hours doing it this way, so I didn't really care. So hopefully, you'll be able to just download all 59 of them at once. All right, let me pause this one more time, and I'm just gonna drop some like real videos in the background, and then I'll come back on just so you don't have to watch me do a bunch of stuff that's kind of a waste of time. Okay, so I am back. Um, Where we left off is in Canva. So I already downloaded these, but I'm going to open it up really quick just as a reminder. There were like 59 of these, and some of them really sucked. So I actually went back and deleted some and then had to adjust the spreadsheet. So ideally, you would want to do that and hash them out with AI before you actually download them. I kind of jumped the gun just because I was trying to do this tutorial. So you can see that I've dropped in all the different videos in the background. I actually dropped in audio down here too. So there's some audio. So you can go in and play these individually or play it the whole way through and just make sure that you like it. So these have already been downloaded to my computer. So now what I'm going to go do is I'm opening up the planner in Facebook, and then I'm going to go to create post and do bulk upload reels. Okay, then I'm going to add videos. All right. So there's 33 total now that I deleted a bunch of the ones that were like repetitive or just weren't very good. Okay. They're going to drop down on the left. And then I just have to drop in the descriptions and the titles. It's going to take a minute to upload all of them, but you can see I can either choose to publish now or I can push it to publish later. All right, it's going to take a minute. What I normally like to do is pull up my spreadsheet that I had it make me next to it while these are downloading. Excuse me. I have not edited this text either, but I'm just going to copy and paste. Uh, Ideally, of course, look over it, make sure you like it before you actually start dropping it in there. I'm going to click schedule. I'm going to pick, maybe we'll pick, Saturday update more. That's how you can go in and really make some other changes. Like you can pick actually what frame you want. I'm just going to get out of that because I really don't need um, that much editing. But you can see it's going to take a minute for all of these to load. But basically, you're just going to go down your spreadsheet, pick up the next one. I had AI, actually, the ChatGPT, I had to go back and tell it again, I want this kind of spacing. And that way I can just drop it in and the spacing is already there because these are really small little cells and it's hard to kind of edit here. So you can even have it make it that much faster if you get the spacing and everything in the spreadsheet right off the bat. So that's pretty much it. You're going to hit publish. They're all going to auto-populate right where you wanted them based on your scheduling. Just make sure that you remember to schedule because if not, it's going to automatically be set to publish now. And you probably don't want that. Um, so that is pretty much it. You can see it's going to take quite a while for these all to load. I don't know, maybe half of them are already done. So I don't see any point in having you just like hang out and wait while these are all still trying to publish. But that's the general idea. Once we hit publish, they're all there, they're all scheduled. And then that's like, I don't know, a month or more than a month all at once. I do think that they only allow you to push 20 days out. So even though I have 33 here, I'm going to have to schedule them all within like 20 days. Don't hold me to that. It might be like 22 or something. So that kind of sucks because you can't schedule like a month or a month and a half out. So something to keep in mind, maybe just do like smaller batches at a time. But that's it. It's super simple. It saves you tons and tons of time. And that's it. Sorry, this was not a very professional tutorial, but it gives you kind of the gist of what to do. And I can see just using this all the time because it's just going to save me a shit ton of time. All right, bye.